What's poppin', people? It's your boy Zero, aka Black Goku, and today we are here with peak fiction. Let me turn down my lights because like that shit's gonna be, that's way too bright. Okay. All right. So, mini channel announcement. If you guys haven't been pulling up to the last couple streams, currently in the process legally changing my first name to Zero / it's damn near done. So the intros are gonna be a little different. Anyway, call me what you want. I don't care. But we are here for ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 4 official trailer. Y'all already know. I'm bricked up. You're bricked up. Let's be bricked up together and consume ReZero Season 4 trailers. Anyway, so switch over to desktop. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Pink. Are we gonna get voice acting? Okay. Yeah. The Courtesan Bears? It was at night when they were fighting them. I thought it was during the daytime. Okay, Amelia. Okay, Mei Li. Oh, they're showing that already? Okay. It's epic as fuck, but like... Wait. How much are you gonna show in this? How much are you gonna show? That was not all of it. No way that was fucking all of it. You're kidding me. No, don't show any of this. What? That's it? Yo, that's it? Okay. All right, because the trailer is like hella short, we're about to dissect it. Bam, boom, bing. Don't worry, no spoilers. No spoilers. So we see the destination is right here. The fact that this bitch goes into the clouds and we can't even see the peak, that's already telling you something. For this background, for where we are, dude, why is it that we don't see anything past this? You know, is it really endless sand? Take a look at the map for ReZero. You know, anyway. Damn, this trailer was so quick. Getting through like the sand, like notice how Subaru's having a hard time. Bayako, she's like, this is nothing. Now I am going to make some inferences. Okay. Assuming that Roswaal is not a part of the party that's going, right? What we have to understand is during this entire arc, something y'all need to know is that based on what we learned from season 1, Roswaal every single night consistently replenishes the mana from Ram via her like slit where her horn was. She's no longer gonna be able to have access to that to restore her mana. So due to her needing that organ, like her horn, it's a vital organ, and she's not able to replenish the mana that it would then use to sustain her, or be able to use to sustain her, she's gonna be down bad. So I want y'all to think about this. We may have potentially a very weakened Ram during this season. And we already have at least one person who's not a fighter, being Anastasia. Everyone else can scrap for the most part, except for Subaru, kind of. No, Subaru is considered a fighter because he's with Bayako. So don't get that twisted. We're gonna keep going though. So that's Mei Li, Julius. I don't know why they changed it from Julius to Julius. Like, where's the fucking direction there? That for me, that's a little interesting. That's a bit interesting. But we got the, we got the goat with his orange, or what we can. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Did y'all notice? Did y'all notice the orange and black? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, goat and mini goat. So as we can see, the scenes that we're getting from them being in the desert, it's been like day and night multiple times, right? Now, obviously there can be scenes from them just traveling on one day and then it going in a night, but you can imagine that the journey to get to where they're going right now is not going to be short. It's a lengthy endeavor, and based on how they're dressed and the fact that we've shown them in one trailer in the daytime and at nighttime dealing with different things, like during the daytime, it's the extreme sand. During night, we walk up on a courtesan bear. Not a spoiler. Like, I mean, it's. I'm just saying the name of it, but we see it, so it's not a spoiler, chat. Growl Dragon shook. Subaru shook. I love the monster design. I love the designs, bro. Oh man, like the red teeth, kind of like the hollow amethyst insides, the back looking like some algae and shit. Because these motherfuckers low key just inferring, right? This gives you algae, or not algae, moss. That's what I meant to say. It gives you the vibe of moss with some subtle flowers on certain parts where it can grow, and then with the pink saturated, what would you call it? Like appendages, I guess. It's very easy for it to blend in with something that may look like flowers. So imagine a bunch of these motherfuckers just like laid out flat, looking like just like dirt. You're just like, oh, okay. So we went from desert to getting to a little bit of ground. Okay, sweet. It makes sense. If it's a dry area, algae, or not algae, moss is going to build up on something that's like a bit more lacking in the proper nutrients to become full grass, flower, feed, blah, blah, blah. So if I say all I'm getting at is, imagine walking up to a field. It's just a field, and you're like, huh, these are some pretty flowers. Yeah. And then the closer you look, you're like, huh, that's a fun looking flower. And then it starts to shift, and then it just gets up and it's one of these fucking bears, bro. Yikes. Okay, they used some CG for some. Huh. Let me see. Let me go back. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Obviously, we get a little bit better of a. Oh my god! Why the fuck did they put her? Okay. Sure, we'd probably get some better scenes if they were animated by hand. I don't care that much about that shit. CG doesn't look that bad. I think people just glaze too much, like, oh, using like a 3D model over like just 2D. It's like, bro, come on, like just stop yapping and like, dude, it's not that bad. In general, what I'm saying, I'm not even talking about ReZero. ReZero's looks fine for what it is, right? But a lot of people yap and tend to say like, ah, man, CG, dude. Why do we get models? Just give us that hand-drawn animation. Sure, if we had the budget for it, we had like some crazy anime, like it. I think for most people, and this is like gonna be the end of my little yap session about this specifically. I think it's the suspension of disbelief that people get when they see something that's 2D and it's intermixed or intertwined with something that's 3D that can sometimes rub them the wrong way. And my response to that is, I disagree, because we look at Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2, a game that took a 2D art style and infused it with a 3D environment. That shit looked crazy. But when we look at something like this, it's like, or anime, it's like, oh, the 2D is so well done in most cases, that it has a style that if you were to toss anything that wasn't that inside of it, people are now upset. They're now getting that uncanny valley, and then it makes them uncomfortable. In my opinion, it can mix. Keep going. Okay, Melee, pop off with your fucking lizard or with your worm. So you can only infer that on that, in that, the way they did that cut was diabolical. Wait, were some of them animated? Okay, they were animated briefly, but then you show. Let me see. Oh, I had to sped up. Well, okay, we gotta run it back, not sped up. My bad, chat. My bad. I was watching a different video that was sped up. My bad, chat. Let's watch it at raw. I was wondering why it felt so quick. Yeah, I love the designs for the courtesan bears. Man, yink, yink, yink. Okay, so like, okay, they did animate some, and then Melee is like, "Hey, bitch, I can control bitches. I can control mob bees. Let's go." Okay, so I'm gonna comment on that. Now. Something that I find so vastly interesting. So I'm just like getting a tad bit of water. My voice has been getting a little bit dry, right? So when we look at how the anime or anime in general likes to do things, they'll typically put a sweat drop on someone, on a character who is either nervous, concerned, or not too sure of their well-being or the outcome of what the situation is. You see the way that they animate, at least for like this slice of the cut, neither Amelia nor Julius are sweating. They have zero sweat drops, even though they're getting chased on the top as Melee, as Rom. Okay, those are some interesting cuts. Okay. Even though they're getting chased, by the courtesan bears, Melee pulls up. Let me put this shit in like 0.5. And like this motherfucker's like, huh? And they're like, huh? And then the way they fucking pan out for the shot of this worm that was probably always there or following them is very interesting. I don't want to go too deep into deep dives because like then I'm gonna start just like explaining to you guys like some shit, but the fact that they had no worries on their face about like getting out of this situation. Then we have the, my bad for spoiling it for the anime onlys that watched my other video that didn't know about Anastasia's shit. My bad for spoiling that. My bad. But we see Anastasia with one sweat drop, and then we got Sleepy Rem. Why the fuck's Rem here? In her like makeshift wheelchair. And then we have next the hero. He's sweating. He's like, oh shit. Like, oh shit. Like what's going on? Dude, just showcasing just the dynamic between all of these characters, despite being teamed up, experiencing the same thing but in different perspectives. It's so fucking fun. I still love that Subaru is not a conventionally overpowered character, but he is definitely an overpowered character. I don't want to die. 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 Come on now. Who else? Let me turn it down a little bit. I know it's probably echoing. Yeah, and that was it. Damn. Okay. All right, so if you guys want to see me yap more about ReZero Season 4 before we end up getting into it, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well so you can stay updated on when I make videos, content, go live, and all the good crazy shit. Y'all already know that like I'll yap way too much about ReZero, especially because we're getting the best arc animated, and it is confirmed. I hope to whatever god that exists or gods that I do not perish before this season is over, because I gotta see it animated. I gotta see. I can't die before ReZero Season 4 is finished being animated and it's out, and I also cannot die before the ending of ReZero in general. And before that gets anime. But anyway, so this has been your boy Zero, aka Black Goku. I know it's gonna be like a little bit different getting into me saying Zero instead of Shaq now, but oh god, when I say that it's peak, I mean that it's actually fucking peak. Anime onlys, you are not ready for what's going to happen in Season 4, so make sure that every episode that you watch, you have some napkins, some tissues, some lotion, and some baby oil, because either way, you're either going to be like tapping it, or you're going to be fucking crying, or just left in awe, and you're not going to be able to use either. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Until next time, peace.